Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you didn't fully exist there? If that hits a little too close to you, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll finally understand why this feeling shows up and the small shifts that make people notice you again, without changing who you are. Let's be honest. Some days it feels like your presence just slips through the cracks. You speak, but reactions fall flat. You show up, but your energy blends into the background. You're surrounded, but somehow disconnected, as if the world is looking past you, not at you. And here's the part most people get wrong. This isn't a sign that something's wrong with you. It's a sign your brain learned a pattern. Let's unpack that. Because when you feel invisible, your brain is actually sending you a message we're not taught to read. And once you understand that message, the whole experience starts to make sense. Feeling invisible usually comes from one thing: your brain choosing protection over presence. Here are the kinds of moments that shape it. When you spoke and nobody listened. When you were judged for expressing yourself. When you felt you had to be perfect to be accepted. When avoiding conflict felt safer than being honest. After enough repetition, your brain quietly decides, if I stay small, I stay safe. So your tone softens, your expressions dim, your body language contracts. You stop taking up natural space, and the world reacts to what it sees. A version of you that's trying not to stand out. Not because you lack presence, but because you've learned to hide it. But here's the breakthrough moment. Being invisible is not your personality. It's a habit your brain picked up, which means you can teach it something new. And no, you don't need a big transformation. Presence starts with tiny, almost invisible shifts, the kind that quietly signal to your brain, I'm here and I'm allowed to be seen. Let me show you what that looks like. Number 1, start with one simple line. Not a long speech, just like, here's what I think. This snaps your presence back into the room. Number 2, hold your gaze half a second longer. This micro shift boosts perceived confidence instantly. It's subtle and extremely effective. Number 3, name your emotion out loud, even briefly, like tired, overwhelmed, not okay today. When you label your state, you reclaim internal visibility. And number 4, stop erasing yourself preemptively. Most people didn't overlook you on purpose. You've just been stepping aside for too long and your brain mistook silence for safety. Today, that pattern can end. And as you take small steps back into your own presence, the world begins to respond in ways you haven't felt in a long time. You were never truly invisible. You were simply waiting to be seen again.